Welcome to Go Rangers Radio, where the New York Rangers are always the talk of the town. If you bleed red, white, and Rangers blue, hail the king, follow the bread man, and know how to spell Capo Caco, then you've tuned to the right place. And now, here are your handsome hosts, Kevin DeLury and Paul Cuthbert. They're not always going to get it right, but you can be damn sure they'll pretend they are. Now, let's go Rangers Radio.
Yeah, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Go Rangers Radio. Broadcasting live from the Go Hockey Media Studios in New York, baby. Yours truly, Mr. Paul Cuthbert, and everybody please say hello to your friend and mine, Mr. Kevin DeLury. KD, you got any bread in your heart, buddy?
What did you say?
I said, you got any bread in your heart, buddy?
For the bread man?
For the
I
bread
got
man.
it. That was good. I botched that big time, man. I'm sorry. You set
okay.
it up. Oh, man. You know, we keep changing the times and the dates of the show. I'm all off. I'm sorry, man.
Hey, man, it's weird, man. We're talking hockey on July 22nd. As we brought this up last week, too. This is weird times, but we're back, buddy. We pushed things back up. We thought we were going to do 10. We do 9:30, and, yeah, we're getting a little crazy and stuff here, and because that's how we are, man. Me and you are just like wild and crazy old guys with kids, like talk about the Rangers.
Yeah, it's I actually had a weird, I don't know, a concerning moment this weekend, Paulie, because I don't know if you watched it or you saw the Mets and Yankees actually played two exhibition games, with each other over the weekend. And I would have thought that, after all this time off with no sports, I would have ran to the TV and watched every second of both those games. And very concerning, I didn't watch any of them, and I didn't make it a point to go. And I'm nervous that I've gotten used to no sports.
Wow.
I'm scared. Yeah, it was weird. I'm nervous.
I think you're just a Mets fan. I think you're just a Mets fan. That's all. Because I want you to know. I was on the couch the other night, and I had the game on in the background, and I'm chilling out on the couch, and I'm doing a little networking and just chilling. My son's on the couch with me, and I watched all 6 home runs, having 40 home runs, whatever they put up against them. But it was just great to have the game on in the back. I didn't have any sound on. I wasn't even listening, but it was just great seeing, for me as a Yanks fan, it was just, we're great. We're going 63-0, buddy, so.
Well, and the Mets in, typical Met fashion, I just found out like Stroman is like out for the year now, whatever the heck is going on. So, the Mets baseball season has officially started. We have our first major injury. So I'm excited.
That's great, man. Congratulations. And it was also great to see the Astros players starting to get beamed. So that's good.
Yeah, we really are getting back to normal. It's good stuff. Actually, I've been sort of the negative Nancy around here the last couple of weeks about, nothing getting started. But look, I mean, we're over a week in, knock on wood, no COVIDs for the Rangers so far. So that's a good thing. I think people got a little nervous yesterday or a couple of days ago when Buchnevich came off the ice early. Anytime a player comes off the ice early, everyone thinks, he's got coronavirus now. But I guess he's okay, which is good. And even in the NBA, I know we're bouncing around to other sports, but, it's sort of all relevant these days. And, I think the NBA, I mean, these guys are in the middle of it in Orlando, and, in a state that's just ravaged with coronavirus. And apparently they have nobody who's tested positive down there. So, I'm starting to get a little positive here, Paul. I think we might have a season.
You're positive about the lack of positives. Good stuff, brother. Well, what we talked about last week, how, like, the NHL players, like, they're not really going into Gen Pop, they're hanging out, and they're all, like I said, there's not somebody coming in saying, I ain't wearing a damn mask or whatever. They're all following and towing the line so they can do this and they can work. And even down in Florida, I guess, the NBA guys, now I don't know, I haven't seen anything, I haven't read anything, but I imagine it's the same thing where the guys are just sticking to the guidelines and they're quarantining. I mean, they're basically quarantining away from everybody else, So far so good. Baseball seems to be fine. Again, the Premier League, I mean, a lot of this stuff, is going all right. I guess, the MLS, whatever happened the other day or last week or whatever it was, who knows? I mean, everybody's platform is different, but, we talked about it too. Like the NHL's platform has been pretty good and it's been working out. And you have to imagine maybe the NBA is doing the same thing. And, baseball too. I mean, they're testing, and these guys are, it backs up, too, like we said it last week, too. These guys came from quarantine. These guys came from taking care of themselves. So let's see what happens. I mean, once the tournament, again, back to speculation, buddy, but, I mean, once the games start and they start breathing on each other and everything else, we'll see what happens. But so far, so good, and let's just stay positive. And man, we're real close here to that Islanders exhibition game where I want blood.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest concern, and we've talked about it, is before they get to that bubble. Like, was this time right now? This was my concern in the training camp where they're not in the bubble yet. So again, the fact that we haven't seen a Ranger player infected yet, or I haven't really seen any teams that have had issues. I know the Penguins did. I'm not sure if any of the teams have right now. I think maybe I saw something about the Bruins too, but. Nothing sort of widespread, at least that I've seen. So, yeah, I mean, exciting stuff.
I mean, all you see are promos and teasers. It's happy land in the NHL, It's all good stuff. Everybody's happy. I mean, they're announcing the guys that are, been announced for the awards, and, it's all happy times and smiles. I mean, the Ranger marketing team is just, It's just a wonderland as far as the Rangers are concerned, and we're all excited about it and stuff. And obviously something we got to get into tonight too, as well, is obviously Artemi getting the nod for the Hart Trophy, which is fantastic. It's exciting news. Can you remember what?
I was going to say, not to cut you off, what a season Ryan Strome has had to turn Panarin into a Hart candidate, huh? I mean, goodness gracious. Is there an award above Hart, like for getting a guy a Hart? Like, we should just call it the Ryan Strome Award.
Yeah, you're right, because without him, Panarin doesn't get a sniff.
Yeah, I think he's without Strome, I think Panarin is the normal Ranger free agent bust. So yeah, kudos to Strome. Good for him.
That's right. I mean, has Panarin ever been up for the Hart Trophy on any other team that he's played for?
Yeah, that Paulie. Now you're talking my language. Now you know where I'm. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No Ryan Strome, no Hart Trophy. The Rangers are probably in last place, and I usually sit here and tell you that I don't want to sign him long term.
Well, so. You got it. Now you got to give him. You got to give him a boatload of money now, buddy. 10-year deal.
I think
10-year deal.
Yeah. They have no choice at this point. I think now that he's gotten Panarin the Hart, candidate, I think they have no choice at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Back up the Brinks truck, whatever he wants.
Now it's funny that we're joking about this, but you'd have to imagine if they go to, I can't remember let's just say when they sit down and negotiate, right? You got to figure Panarin, Strome's going to walk in with either like a Panarin jersey on, or he's, let's say he wins the Hart, right? Let's say he wins it. Strome's got to be texting his agent right now. Hey, buddy. Hey. When we sit down. He's
going to walk in with a Panarin jersey. He's going to walk in with Panarin.
Yes. You're right.
You want this guy to have another great season? Make me center him again. Can you believe that I've somehow turned the conversation about Panarin getting the Hart Trophy candidate or nominee into a Ryan Strome love fest right now?
Well, I mean, come on, you're right, man. I mean, like it's Batman and Robin. It's you got to have your wingman. It's Maverick and Goose. You know, I mean,
Yeah, but Goose died, so not the best analogy.
I watched that the other night. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter. It's a classic. Once Top
I
Gun
did.
comes
I
on.
actually, Paulie, I saw that you tweeted about it, and I was actually watching it at the time that you tweeted about
Oh, we should have live tweeted together.
it. Yeah, we're really all synced up over here, Paulie. It's frightening.
Highway to the danger zone.
I just felt like I was going to text you to see if you wanted to go out and play a little beach volleyball, take our shirts off.
Is there a beach? Can you play beach volleyball these days anymore?
Yeah, well, you know what? You're probably right. That's not very socially distant of us. So, yeah, maybe when this is all over, we'll head down to Long Beach or something, take our shirts off. We'll do that. The hand slap. The up and around slap that they did during the game. Do a little flex.
But we got to wear pants, though. We got to wear pants.
Yeah, you got to wear the sweatpants with it.
Yeah. So, I'll need about probably 4 months. I gotta get back in the gym here a little bit.
Oh man, I'm telling you, Paul. I stepped on the scale the other day. Oh my goodness. What do they call it? The COVID-15. I'm like the COVID-25 over here.
Yeah.
Oh man,
COVID is not good for dads over 45 or something.
It's
kids.
just like because I haven't been going to work. I haven't been going in the office. So you're working at home.
Well, you weren't even going to work. You weren't even going to work when there was work.
Well, that's true. I was there, but not in spirit. My body was there. My mind was God knows where. But you're sitting at home and you're like, well, it's afternoon. I might as well, just start drinking. And and that drinking turns into, well, I get that leftover, meatball parm in the fridge, and it's just downhill from there. So you're right. I'm gonna need this little extra time before we get out and play volleyball to get myself back in shape.
If the Rangers get knocked out in the first round, we'll start hitting the gym. We got to get ready. Well, that'll be our training season for next year. Yeah, for me it was the kids like a little ice cream before bed at night, and Daddy likes a lot of ice cream too. So
1 scoop for you, 5 for me.
Oh man, ice cream is the devil. So good stuff. So look, in all seriousness,
what were we talking about?
We were talking about Stromer getting Panarin the Hart.
Okay.
But hey, look, all the great stuff we've been talking about this season, and I know we actually. I don't know. Is it me? You get a little spoiled with the way Panarin's played this year because we've actually focused a lot of attention on. I would feel that it's almost like Panarin's just doing his gig. He got the money. He's putting up the points. We don't have to worry about Panarin, and we kind of focused on a lot of the other dynamics of the team. I would say that if we roll back like all the episodes, Panarin, comes up, but. You see him last time, great stuff, and then we move on and we start talking about, the coaching and just the, the style of play and the system and everything else. Panarin has never really been something that we had to really kind of focus on. Like we joke about, me and Capo Caco. I think that's the issue. He's the kid, he hasn't really put the numbers up and so on and so forth. And I'll just say it myself. I'm probably a little spoiled, and obviously we're just blown away with the. How he's just gelled here and played so amazing, and his personality, and he's such a great. He's just turning into a great Ranger, and he's like I said, he didn't really finish a full season. Nobody did, but it's exciting. But yeah, here he is. He wins the. I'm already saying he wins it. He gets selected for the Hart here, and I wanted to ask you, when's the last time we've had a Hart Trophy nominee on the team?
Nominee, I don't remember. I think Messier. I think the last Ranger to win it was Messier in '92, I think, if I remember correctly. I think I saw somebody tweeting that out the other day. But was Yager nominated that one year?
He might have
when
been.
When he broke the goal record.
I'm
when he
looking
broke
it up
Reigns'
right now.
season record for goals. He had to have been up that year.